guys? We're back for another Dokkan battle video. So we had a data download last night. Looks as though part 3 is not exactly going to be very big. Just probably some new stages to the story event, and then of course a new stage added to the EZA area. Nothing bigger than that, unfortunately. Now we did get this UUB right here, this EZA UUB unit. I think he's actually going to be pretty good. What they did here is they designed this UUB specifically for, one of the major events, but I don't really so much have an issue with that, right? Like, I've mentioned this before, like, a lot of people don't like how some units are sort of restricted and stuff like that, but it's like, if they could make them restricted in a way where they're, OP, like, that's much better. Like, I think a unit being ridiculously unreasonably OP in a certain type of event is almost like better than just making them okay in all of the events in the game. I sort of think, right? So, all right, so here we got our boy UUB right here, right? So UUB is an Earthling category leader, right? 77% because he's one of these free-to-play EZA units. He does stack attack. He has a medium chance to stun, and he does supreme damage. So that's all typical stuff we would see. He gets 1 key and 30% attack and defense at the start of each turn. So obviously he's long events where you want him. And he gets up to 4 key and 120% attack and defense. He gets another 100% attack buff for 1 turn after he gets hit. And then he guards against all types if you're fighting a World Tournament enemy or characters whose name includes Goku. Now, World Tournament enemy, right? I'm thinking right away that at least in Extreme Super Battle Road, you could do the Super Physical stage. The very first fight is against like Hercule, Boo, and Videl. That would be World Tournament. Okay, so only 700k right there. Now, again, remember, he would get a way higher attack stat if he had been hit first. He works very similarly to like Tech Ultimate Gohan in that way, right? There, of course, is the 1-turn attack buff, right? Now, because we're in the Legendary Goku event, UUB is going to be guarding the entire way through, right? So UUB is going to be very formidable, like with how much damage he should be able to do, as we close in on the end of the event. Plus him guarding. He should be a pretty solid unit, all things considered, right? Like, I actually like this a lot. Like, it's not like... This UUB isn't going to be god tier in, like, every single event in the game or something like that, but there's going to be places where he's going to be super good, which, I mean, to me, that's good enough. Like, I would much rather they make these units, like, semi-usable in some events than make them, okay, barely in all events, right? The perfect example of this is, I think of the free-to-play EZA area, Frieza and Cooler. That should be coming out to Global sometime soon, I would think. Both of them are ridiculously strong against Goku family category enemies, but they're not really the greatest against, like, non-Goku family category enemies, right? Like, they're okay. But it's like, once you get that Goku family enemy, that's where they start to become very impressive. All right, let me see. What's UUB's defense right here? All right, so we're at 100k already. Now, remember, we still have a couple of turns where he could still be building up, right? Now, his links, Infighter, Tough as Nails, World Tournament Reborn, Revival, Berserker, Supreme Power, and Shattering the Limit. I mean, he does have good links if we're thinking about the Earthling category, I think. Because something like Tough... Well, let me double check. So there we are above 1 million. But again, this is without his full passive active again. We're getting pretty unlucky with how we are being targeted by this Goku, right? But that's how the beginning of the Legendary Goku event typically goes. So I'm curious, like, Tough as Nails, right? What units... Okay, so, I mean, you could use him with LR UUB. Remember that LR UUB actually has a different name than this UUB, right? Because he's UUB Teen, and this is, UUB Youth from the end of the Buu Saga, right? Currently, as far as UUB Youth goes, we only have just a couple of, like, SR, like, free-to-play 100-year ago like units of UUB Youth from the OG World Tournaments, right? So this UUB Youth card, like, this is like a character that, like, was just very underrepresented. Yeah, I'm looking, there's not really... Tough as Nails, it's just like the 2 UUBs, really. Like, I'm looking at these teams, like, because UUB is on what? World Tournament, Revive Warrior, Boo Saga, Youth, Bond of Master and Disciple, and Earthlings. But I do like him. I like him being on all these teams. Again, he's going to be a very capable option on all of these teams. Whatchamacallit? He's going to be a very capable option for like long, difficult events on all of these teams. So that's going to be good. All right, so this is going to be a very strong rotation for him. We have 50% support physical Gohan here. So let's go ahead and see what damage number UUB is going to hit right here. This is the first time we're going to see him get his full passive active. He is at 110k defense, and he is going to get one more turn. Honestly, over 100k defense with the guard ability is ridiculous, so that's not bad at all. Wow, okay. Yeah, it's... When you have units like this is why Tech Ultimate Gohan looks so crazy, right? Is because he has the same type of passive where they have like an attack buff like already in their passive, and then they get like an additional attack buff when they are hit, like before they hit, right? Like, you know, you look at some of the Beerus units, again, Tech Ultimate Gohan, like this is why they're able to hit so hard. What is the actual number here? So his attack is calc'd separately. So starting from his 4th turn, he'd get a 340% attack buff after he gets hit. So obviously that's, you know, ridiculous, right? Ludicrous, powerful, OP, like he's strong. Well, OP for long events, right? Because like, see, we're just going through the Legendary Goku event right here, and UUB is absolutely going to hold his own, right? Between his guarding and then, you know, the very decent damage he's doing, right? Because he's just going to continually stack. So we're not really going to see like a highest attack stat from this UUB. He's just going to continue to get stronger and stronger and stronger. Now, I mean, this is going to be good. You know, in the future, right, there is going to be like, you know, Infinite Dragon Ball History stages, and it's like, oh, you know, they want you to use World Tournament Team or Bond of Master and Disciple or something like that. And then this UUB, who just gets stronger and stronger as you're going through, is going to help. Now, obviously, a big factor of how good he's going to be is World Tournament category enemy or a Goku enemy, right? Because that's what he needs specifically in order to have this guard. So his passive is fully up, right? And he's at 110k defense now with 50% support defense from this Gohan. Because I'm looking at it, and his defense is pretty low. 8,855, like he's not even at 10k. That's quite low. His attack, I mean, I guess that's, like, he is a free-to-play EZA, right? So, like, his stats, honestly, probably are about where we should expect. But, like, you know, if you don't have that guard ability activated, it does look like he's potentially going to get pimp smacked around quite a bit, right? Like, you are going to have to accept that he's probably not going to be the greatest defensively. So this is why you know you're going up against a World Tournament enemy, you know you're going up against Goku, or you know it's a long event. This is where you bust UUB out. Like, honestly, 59k right there, that's not bad. It is definitely not bad to take that much damage from this level of enemy, right? Like, Tech God Goku, the Blue Goku, the STRUI Goku, and the Int UI Goku, all of them are still ridiculously powerful, ridiculously OP enemies, right? Like, I would probably argue, to me, the strongest enemy in the game currently, I felt to me like it was the AGL Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta from the, what was that, the Patara category stage of Extreme Super Battle Road. He felt like the single strongest enemy in the game to me, where it's like, I was trying to do it no item, and it's like, oh boy, like, if I don't stun him, like, you just don't have a chance. Here, let's use Vegeta's active skill. I haven't, again, I've had a lot going on, so I haven't really been able to get as much videos done as I would have liked, right? I do obviously have Vegeta Rainbow now. I do need to do the Vegeta Rainbow video. Like, there's so much stuff. I'm actually, like, really, really behind. I gotta just, like, grind my ass off, right? I still need to do, like, the Ribrianne and Kakunsa and Rosie EZAs from, like, back in July. At this point, it's like, I might as well just wait to do their videos until they drop on Global. Although that would probably be December. I assume they would come out with that Tournament of Power celebration, but, you know, we'll see. Then just a casual 9 mil from this Vegeta. Yeah, this Vegeta, the more I use him, the more I like him. Just very strong. You know, and just like, if you've got another Goku with him, that Vegeta doesn't struggle for ki too much, really. That's just sort of like the one thing. And in particular, if it's a Buu Saga Goku, right? So, like, if we've got that Goku and Vegeta unit there, it's good. All right, so this will be our best rotation for UUB, I think, right here. We'll probably make this the last turn. So he's at 130k defense. That's incredibly good. But that is with 100% defense between 50% support Gohan and Tien. So UUB is getting 100% defense, which is a huge, fat, nasty number. Let's see what attack. Oh, well, yeah, okay, but okay, his attack stat that we're gonna see right here, he's not gonna get hit before he goes, so he's not gonna have that extra 100%. I mean, this will still be interesting to see. What is his attack stat right here? 1.71. So I mean, obviously, if he was getting hit, he would be well over a 3 million attack stat, right? So this UUB is good. I definitely would recommend people go ahead and grind this guy out. I believe he comes out tonight. Yeah, he comes out tonight. So the new stages for the story event and the EZA area come out tonight. I assume this is the final content for this celebration, and if it is, I definitely would say it's subpar. I feel as though the 5-year anniversary is probably better. I'll probably do a video just completely going over the two of them, the two celebrations, because like this celebration definitely sort of seemed to take on like the same level as like the 5-year anniversary. Like they built this celebration in the exact same way as they did the 5-year anniversary, and I don't think it really is the best for them to have done that. So y'all let me know what you think. Here was our boy UUB. Again, I actually really like him. I think he's a very good free-to-play unit for some of these longer events, and in particular if you're fighting a World Tournament enemy or a Goku enemy. But, like, you know, that Frieza against a Goku family category enemy, I'm using him in, like, Extreme Super Battle World and stuff like that, so this UUB is not bad. He's just specific, but that is okay. So, let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch y'all next time.